Oh, crap. It's going down, man. Oh, Jerome Powell's just sending shockwaves through the stock market and people are pissed. Let me get my story. I don't even know what accent I'm doing right now, but I'll tell you what, we're going to absolutely crush it as Fed Powell cautions about higher long-term rates as supply shocks provide policy challenges. Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. Listen, we all like fancy stuff, and I love fancy stuff. I got my gold bling, it spins. I love my Gucci belts, and I love my hats. It's so gangster to have even the thing on. But listen, let's not talk about my thing. Let's talk about Fed Jerome Powell cautioning the stock market because he's very not happy with Trump. And this is very important because you have to understand that most of the public has no idea how this works. And yes, people are going to look at the ninja a little weird as he's standing in this parking lot, dressed like this. I'm going to remind you as I get into this story, I want to ask you a question. Type 1 if you think the economy sucks right now. Type 2 if you think, no, this is awesome. CNN is totally right. So there's your poll. And just, one more day for the crypto AI course sale, and then the price goes up. All right, here we go out of CNBC. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said on Thursday that longer-term interest rates are likely to be higher as the economy changes and policy is in flux. I didn't know that we were soldering copper. Look, here's the truth. Everybody that wants rates to go down, they're stupid. I get it. We all want to borrow money for cheaper. But if you only had an idea that that is going to cause hyperinflation, because a lot of stupid people, I know they're stupid, are going to race in and buy more crap they can't afford, like fancy hats. Oh gosh, oh, it's so soft. It's like petting a cow's butt. But that's what happens. They go and they spend money they don't have. They buy crap because interest rates are low, because most people, all they care about is the monthly payment. And if the monthly payment goes down, cha-ching, I'm going to buy me a new spinner. I don't even like New York. Here we go. This is a direct quote from Jerome Powell, the head thief in charge of the Federal Reserve. We may be entering a period of more frequent and potentially more persistent supply shocks. Crap. Does that mean we're not going to be able to have toilet paper to wipe our butts? So think about that. We have a supply shock. What's the first thing humans do? They go get toilet paper. It doesn't matter what kind of supply shock. They just go, oh crap, I got to wipe my butt. I'm crapping my pants, scared of the economy. Hello. Just waved. He says, this is a difficult challenge. This is a direct quote from the chief thief in charge. A difficult challenge for the economy and for central banks, he said at a policy conference. Well, I don't feel very sorry for central banks because all they do, they're money changers. They take the wealth of the world, real estate, farmland, food, gold, silver, and they say, hey, you should buy our crappy paper currency that we print from a printing press and trade us that stuff. That's all we do. We're slaves to a dollar fiat system. Type amen if you agree with that. And we got to break out of this. That's why we got to get out of debt. That's why we buy inflation hedges that are not US dollars. Guess what kind of accent this? I don't even know. He says, now this is what he says. This is doom and gloom. And if you think this is doom and gloom and sad stuff, you are not an investor. Don't ever invest. Buy Beanie Babies. And they're soft and cuddly. It'll make you feel good. This is what he says. The supply shocks with quotes. Quotes, supply shocks. I learned that from Biden. Remarks are similar to those Powell has delivered over the past several weeks, cautioning that policy changes could put the Fed in a difficult balancing act. Well, boo-hoo, central bank that's private and not government. Look, the truth is, things are going to crap in a handbasket really fast. And even though you think, hey, it's super cool, Trump and Elon Musk are cutting rates or cutting, stupid spending in the government. I love that. I think it's freaking awesome. But it still doesn't change the fact that the last 4 years have been a total crap show. And we are now reaping the benefits of said crap show. It's true. And look, this thing with China, everyone's like, oh yeah, stock market can go up now because there was a 90-day pause, but I like to use a fancy word called reprieve. And if you think about it, China goes, all right, we're going to lower some of your tariffs, but we're going to hold on to the rare earth metals. What? That's actually a bad thing. Now, look, here's the truth. There are some people that just watch this channel because they want to feel good about themselves. And then there's some people that are really successful that watch this channel, and they know exactly what I'm talking about. We may have a supply shock of amazingly soft hats. We may have a supply shock of rare earth metals. We may have a supply shock of half the crap that's in Walmart. The truth is, are you ready for it? And are you ready to sit on the sideline and laugh and sit on your tailgate like I did when I was at Costco and there was lines of people that weren't prepared? I hope so. I'll be sitting on the tailgate with you, probably in spirit, because I can't be everywhere at once. Let's be reality here. She didn't wave. Why is not everyone friendly in this world when you wave? Watch. Pretending not to even look at me. She's not even looking at me. Point is that we've got to be prepared. Now, I'm not saying go and buy a bunch of canned beans or go and buy a buttload of toilet paper. Pun intended. But seriously, we have to be ready, and that's why we're getting out of debt, and we're going to watch the rest of society collapse. Now, not collapse like in like the bad, like it's bad thing, but like just like they can't afford a new TV, and we're going to take advantage of the situation. I hope people get this. Type 10 if you understand what I'm talking about, and you can see past the amazing perception I've put out there and my high level of intelligence. If you understand what I'm talking about, just type 10. Now, in closing, I want to remind you, please do not email me after the sale is over on the crypto AI thing and go, I didn't get my paycheck in time. I want the sale price. You're just not going to get that. The price will go up. I want you to learn AI like you have never learned AI before, and stop using like fancy keywords like bots, AI agents, all the other crap, all these different scripts, and actually stop knowing the keywords and know what they do and how to use them. It's not all right, that's it. The Economic Ninja